something else that's incredible is how hot it feels outside right now, because it is getting warmer out there. Take a look at your temperatures for today. We are expecting for temperatures to move back up into the low 90s, around 92 degrees as you get into Austin. Keeping that keeping that temperature running through the hill country as well. In case you're wondering, this actually is close to average. Our average temperature this time of year is 91 degrees. I talked about this 2 weeks ago, the last time I was on, and how I didn't want us to reach that normal high of about 90 degrees. And I come back from vacation and we're past 90. We're at 91 now, as you can tell, and that's your normal high. So us hitting 92 isn't that far out of the realm of possibility. It's unfortunately going to be the new norm as we get through the rest of June. I'm going to take a look at your satellite and radar right now. Still seeing plenty of cloud coverage out there with lots of sunshine filtering through those clouds. As far as rainfall, I don't expect to see anything really build up, but tomorrow we have a better chance. Once the clouds kind of break apart, we get a little bit of sunshine out there. But look at what happens as we get late into the afternoon, into the evening hours. 4 p.m., you get some of those showers that could build up and move through. Could any of this become severe? Well, we're starting to reach that tail end of severe weather season, so, I mean, it's still a possibility. But if we get anything, it looks more like heavy rain more than anything else. We let that filter through. Wednesday morning, we'll start off A-OK, and then look what happens as we get into Wednesday afternoon. Rain chances really start to increase one more time. We have a stationary front that's going to be in the area, causing that level of instability. We have that low that's moving through, that's filtering through all that moisture, the Pacific moisture that flows in. So add that all in together, you get the rain chances really starting to ramp up for Wednesday into Thursday and even to Friday, as you can tell, moving into the numerous category. So let's play this out. I'll stop the clock there on Thursday afternoon at 3 p.m. Showers a possibility throughout most of Thursday, even leading into Friday. So you get a couple of days of rainfall really starting to ramp up. So what's going to happen? Well, you'll start to see that rainfall amount starting to increase a bit more. Quarter of an inch to about an inch of rainfall for a majority of us. But look at what happens with your flood threat. That starts to increase from Wednesday into Thursday and even into Friday as well. The ground becomes saturated as we get from Wednesday into Thursday, a bit more rainfall, and now you're talking about possibility of isolated flooding, and then of course heavy rainfall on Friday, which could lead into at least that flooding potential. Your 7-day forecast keeping us in the 90s over the next few days, but as the rain chances start to increase, you notice our temperatures start to decrease until we get to the weekend with a 50% chance of rain. Hey, I mentioned that we had two special today was actually special for two reasons. We talked about the first one. Let's go ahead and send it over to Hannah Gard with a look at the second reason.
Thanks, Freddie. And that's, of course, the start of the Atlantic hurricane season, which runs from the beginning of June through the end of November. So a long ways to go. But most of the forecasts for this season are around or slightly below normal for our tropical activity, mainly because of El Nino, which is this warm plume of water that starts to form in the eastern Pacific. There's a 90% or greater probability of El Nino forming through the peak of hurricane season, which is August, September, and October. El Nino is super helpful for the Atlantic. It leads to a decrease in Atlantic activity. Meanwhile, the eastern Pacific likely will see an increase in tropical activity compared to normal. So right now, nothing to watch in the Atlantic. There is a little bit of disturbed weather over the Gulf, but there's a lot of wind shear still. The areas to watch are in the eastern Pacific, which started its season on the 15th. So it's already been 2 weeks, and now we have a little disturbance there to watch with a 90% chance of becoming a tropical depression over the next week. There's also another area near Central America that we will have to watch as well in the long range. So already starting to see things firing up on that side. Meanwhile, the Atlantic, nothing happening in the early season. But this is a look at the names. We have Arthur, Bertha, Cristobal. I'm on there, spelled wrong. Forgot the H at the end. But then we get all the way down to Teddy, Vicky, and Wilfred. Hopefully we don't get that far, though. The average number of named storms is 14. Again, those forecasts mostly showing below that. So we'll see how it pans out. Back to you.